We are on live. We are on live.
Very good morning. Welcome to our live lecture and poetry competition organized by PROUT TV. I am Piyush Khanduri, today's host. I'm super excited to have all you here. I am excited for all the great performance which we'll be having here today. Before we begin, let me remind you that this is a recorded session. The session is being recorded. We have two judges which will be judging on our various aspects like the content, the voice modulation, expression, and punctuations. So let's introduce our today's chief guest and the first judge of the day. He's a personality who doesn't need any introduction. He's an actor, he's a writer, and a spiritual aspirant. We all have seen him in as an actor in TV series like Shaktiman and Kora Kagas. In these movies, and even in movies like Heather, Agent Vinod, and many more. These are just a few names. He has also an amazing visionary, and with amazing, I mean like real. He has conceptualized an idea of collaborating acting technique with yogic techniques, which will help in self development. So let's get started. One and only, let's welcome Lalit Parimuji. Lalit Parimuji,
Namaskar. Namaskar.
thank you
Thank you so
so
much.
much.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
the
so much
invite.
to be here. We are so
Thank you, Piyush.
excited to have you here. Okay.
I'm also glad.
So moving to our next judge of the day, let me introduce you to Ariba Chakrabarti. She's an educationalist by profession. She's currently in Mumbai. She teaches English in Bilbong High International School, and she has done MA in English as well as in education. She's also an MBA. So please welcome Ariba Chakrabarti with a big round of applause. Ariba ji.
Namaskar to all. Thank you so much for good introduction.
Thank you so much, Ariba. We are excited to have you here.
Sorry to interrupt you. My name is
please.
Abira Chakraborty.
Abira. I'm extremely sorry for that, Abiraji.
Okay.
Abiraji. Okay. So let me, without wasting any single moment, let's start our contest today. Let me remind you of your rules. Every participant will be getting around 3 to 4 minutes to speak. And today's topic is importance of morality in education. शिक्षा में नैतिकता का महत्व. Today we'll be having around 16 participants. One by one, I'll invite each participant for the presentation. So let's get started with today's our first presenter. Let's welcome Tanya Singh. Tanya Singh, you can unmute yourself. Tanya, yes, please start, Tanya.
सबसे पहले आप सबको मेरा आदर प्रणाम कि आप लोगों ने मुझे ये मौका दिया कि मैं अपनी कविता को प्रस्तुत कर सकूं। मेरा नाम है तान्या सिंह और मेरी कविता का शीर्षक है पूंजीवाद का भविष्य और गरीबी का कारण। सो गए बच्चे गरीब के, सो गए बच्चे गरीब के, जल्दी से यह सुनकर फरिश्ते आते हैं ख्वाबों में रोटियां लेकर, फरिश्ते आते हैं ख्वाबों में रोटियां लेकर। सृष्टि के भी है गजब नजारे, नहीं कुछ भी एक समान, विषमताएं ही केवल सृष्टि में, ना हो जनता हैरान। कोई खाते खाते मरता है तो एक दाने को है परेशान, कोई खाते खाते मरता है तो कोई दाने को है परेशान। सिमट गई धन कुछ महलों में, पूंजीवाद का बढ़ा, क्यों ना हो जनता हैरान। अरे अरे किस्मत को खराब बोलने वालों, अरे किस्मत को खराब बोलने वालों, कभी किसी गरीब के पास बैठकर पूछना कि जिंदगी क्या है। चूल्हा ठंडा हो मगर पेट तो जलता है, मत पूछ कैसे गरीबी में जीवन पलता है, मत पूछ कैसे गरीबी में जीवन पलता है। उनका हाल क्या जानोगे तुम पक्के मकान वालों, उनका हाल क्या जानोगे तुम पक्के मकान वालों, कैसे उन्होंने बरसात में दिन रात काटे हैं, खा लिया करते हैं जूठा भी अमीरों का। अब पेट की ज्वाला को जूठा क्या पता, वो प्रदूषित भोजन को अमृत समझ निगल लेते हैं, वो प्रदूषित भोजन को अमृत समझ निगल लेते हैं। मत पूछ कैसे गरीबी में यहाँ जीवन पलते हैं, मत पूछ कैसे यहाँ गरीबी में जीवन पलते हैं। वो अमीर के छत पर बैठा कौवा भी सबको मोड़ लगता है, वो अमीर के छत पर बैठा कौवा भी सबको मोड़ लगता है। और यहाँ गरीब का बच्चा हर अमीर को चोट लगता है, यहाँ गरीब का बच्चा हर अमीर को चोट लगता है। पूंजीवाद ने कैसी फन फैलाई, गरीबों की रोटी पर लड़ाई। जीवन जीने को आतुर पूंजीवाद ने किया मजबूर, जीवन जीने को आतुर पूंजीवाद ने किया मजबूर। और वो बन बैठे उनका मजदूर। जितना धन महलों में है बंद, जितना धन महलों में है बंद, वो तो पूंजीवाद के खून का है अंश, वो तो पूंजीवाद के खून का है अंश। इसलिए अगर दान ही करना है तो गरीबों को रोटी दान करे इंसान। कब तक मंदिर मस्जिद को अमीर बनाता रहेगा, कब तक मंदिर मस्जिद को अमीर बनाता रहेगा। उनके आंख ना जाने क्या क्या मंजर देखे हैं, दुख का दरिया और समंदर देखे हैं। जो रोटी के भूखे थे उन्हें भूख ने निगल लिया, जो रोटी के भूखे थे उन्हें भूख ने निगल लिया। लेकर सपना अपने घर का खुदा ने निगल लिया। सब बदलती है सरकारें पर कहाँ बदलते हैं हालात, बदलती है सरकारें पर कहाँ बदलते हैं हालात। मत पूछ कैसे गरीबी में जीवन पलते हैं, मत पूछ कैसे गरीबी में जीवन पलते हैं। पूंजीवाद समाज का अभिशाप, गरीब बना रहेगा उनका दास। इसलिए पूंजीवाद पर अंकुश लगाएं, गरीबी से इस देश को मिटाए। और मौत ने तो सारा मंजर ही पलट दिया, एक अमीर को गरीब के बगल आके लेटा दिया, एक अमीर को गरीब के बगल आके लेटा दिया। धन्यवाद।
That was wonderful. That was just wonderful. Thank you so much, Tanya. It was really amazing. And the way you presented the whole idea, the whole idea, it was really touching to the people, those who can feel it. So thank you so much, Tanya. Let's move to our next participant. We have here today Srijita De. Am I audible, Srijita De? Can you please
Yes.
unmute yourself? Yes, please.
Can I start now?
Yes, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shujita De, and I'm from Hilltop School, Jamshedpur. I know many individuals watching this lecture do not know what equality or feminism means. Allow me to give you an example. How many men watching this lecture have wives, daughters, or sisters who earn? Well, among those, how many of you uncles control your lady's finances? There you go. You took the first step to prove that you're superior to your wife. Now, I do not understand why a given gender feels that it has got the right to control over the other. Like, where is the promise of where is the promise of equality a husband gives to his wife during the time of marriage? When a man smokes a cigarette, it is injurious to health. But when a girl smokes a cigarette, it's injurious to her reputation. Why? Because she's a woman? Well, in that case, I must say, sorry, God, you've provided us with better lungs. The Indian modern society is fast emerging as global power, but women across the country are still struggling to live life. Women, irrespective of class, caste, and educational status, are not safe at all. In modern society, women have been victims of exploitation physically, mentally, socially, economically, and emotionally. They have been victims of crimes directed specifically at them, like rape cases, molestation, sexual harassment, eve teasing, dowry related cases, and many more. It just goes on, never stops. Some cases are explored by media, whereas the rest they remain unexplored. They have to face discrimination in every sphere of their life, whether it is employment, access to health care, or property rights. Now, men may feel that they need to control women because of their low self esteem, extreme jealousy, when they cannot control their anger, and definitely when they feel inferior to their partner. Some people who have traditional belief think that they have the right to control their partner because women aren't equal to men. Others may have an undiagnosed personality disorder or psychological disorder. whereas some may have learned this violent behavior from home where violence was accepted. Children who are victims or who are victims or have witnessed violence may learn this violence, that violence is the only way to solve problem. Boys who learn that women are not to be valued or respected are the ones who exploit women when they grow up. Alcohol and drugs may also contribute to violent behavior. Now, it's high time. We need to do something. Enough is enough. Like, why should women be exploited? We need to do something. So, what are the basic things that we can do? Educate yourself. Educate yourself on violence against women. Learn the facts and prevalence. Contact your local school and ask them to address sexual harassment. Speak out against all forms of violence. Question gender assumptions and myths. Respect and embrace diversity. Engage others to talk about violence against women and oppression. Applaud the ones who speak against violence and oppression. Teach your kids that violence is not the way to solve problem. Teach your kids that we need to respect women, and show your strength on speaking up to men who are showing their strength by hurting others. Treat all women and girls with respect. Lastly, I just want to conclude by saying that next time when you have a daughter, a sister, or a girl sitting next to you, do not consider her a liability. Do not try to make her and realize that she's going to marry and take off. At least give her some human rights, because the right to live a normal life isn't a privilege, it is a basic human right. Thank you.
That that was really amazing, Srijita, because the way you presented the whole scenario, that how currently society is taking women as a whole, and if we totally if we look over the whole spectrum, that the whole society, how it works, the way everything works, like as we say, a bird has two wings. Same way in society we have male and female. So a, a very mutual understanding and an equality must be there in every spectrum of life, whether it's social, economical, any spectrum, but every equality must be there. Thank you so much for great content. Moving next to for our next participants, we have Akshita. Akshita Bhardwaj.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
So can I start?
Yes, please.
So can I start? Okay. Respected judges, I am Akshita Bhardwaj of class 9 from Hilltop School, Telco, Jamshedpur. I'm very grateful to the organization who offered me this wonderful opportunity to deliver a speech on the topic of causes of women exploitation and its solution. If all men are born free, how is it that all women are born slaves? Exploitation against women is a social, economic, developmental, educational, legal, human rights, and health issue. It is a preventable cause of morbidity and morality in women. Despite of several social and religious sanctions against it, it has still continued. The world has entered into a new millennium, but from the dawn of civilization till date, women's status in society of India continues to be oppressed and ill-treated. She is weak, dependent, exploited, and faces gender discrimination in every sphere of life. Gender-based violence that threatens well-being, dignity, human rights extends across social, economic, regional boundaries. The exploitation against women and girls occurs throughout the life cycle, from pre-birth, infancy, childhood, adolescence to adulthood. Most of the data are believed to be unreliable as many cases go unreported. The exploitation against women and girls takes place due to major causes, such as number 1, domestic exploitation, number 2, dowry-related exploitation, number 3, declination of moral and religious values. Domestic exploitation. The home is often equated with the sanctuary, a place where individuals seek love, safety, security, and shelter. But for some women and girls, home is a place where they're exploited drastically by the male and family members. The dowry-related exploitation. The dowry-related exploitation is on the rise in India. So more than 5,000 women are killed annually by their husbands and in-laws if their ongoing demands for dowry before and after marriage are not met. Declination of moral and religious values. Unplanned increase in population leads to many types of stresses which indirectly contribute to the risk of exploitation against women. Now, the solutions for exploitation against women can be explained as follows. First of all, the exploitation against women and girls must be a national agenda. Even government is making efforts to establish a strong solution. But legislation by itself would not be sufficient to stop exploitation against women, which is a deep-rooted social has to oppose in ways too. But legislation is essential as it helps public opinion to be given a certain shape. Women cannot solve the problem by themselves. So, amendment in existing legislation must be updated as per the judiciary. Exploitation against women can be explained by the following major steps, like number 1, control on media, number 2, law enforcement, number 3, code of conduct, number 4, education and employment, number 5, moral and religious values. By following these major steps, we can also stop exploitation against women in our society. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akshita. That was really amazing. And the way you put forward your points, point by point, the way you created the whole content, that was really amazing. Thank you so much, Akshita. I guess let's move to our next participant. We have Tanushri. I have a request to all the participants, kindly mute yourself. And when it's your turn to speak, kindly unmute and then speak. Tanushri, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Namaskar. When I give food to the poor, they call me a social worker. But when I ask why the poor have no food, they call me a capitalist. My humble namaskar to the respected judges and the viewers. I am Tanushri from Hilltop School, studying in Standard 9. And today, I am here to deliver a speech on the current economic crisis. Capitalism is the main cause of the current economic crisis, based on self-centered philosophy. In the capitalistic economy, the concentration of the wealth is the main cause of the current economic crisis. Wealth is acquired by making the maximum profits. More than 50% of the wealth has been acquired on the hands of the 7 top corporate houses of the globe. Now, the question arises, how to overcome the current economic crisis? Or what is the solution of the current economic crisis? PROUT's principle says that no individual should be allowed to accumulate any physical wealth without the clear permission of the collective body or the society. Some aspects of PROUT says that socio-economic development that entails proper plans and programs. In a decentralized economy, people do not have to leave their home to work in an industry, and also They are saved from the expenditure of maintaining two establishments. Moreover, decentralization increases the possibility of saving labor because people can earn their livelihood at their home and also maintaining their household responsibilities. This arrangement is not supported under capitalism, and capitalists will never support this type of arrangement. PROUT slogan says that production for consumption, not production for profit tearing. Capitalists want to produce goods at the lowest cost and sell them at the highest profits, no matter what form of capitalism takes place: self-capitalism, state capitalism, individual capitalism, or group capitalism. Maximum socio-economic decentralization is essential for the social welfare of the human beings. As far as possible, the production, consumption, and the distribution of the goods of the industries should be done at the block level. There are many kinds of the key industries which can conveniently function as small-scale industry or the medium-scale cooperative industry. Care should also be taken that these industries should be kept under the state control and they should be properly organized under a large scale. If these industries are held under the hands of the capitalist, then different problems will arise in the future. The industries which are not centralized today may centralize in the future with the changing circumstances. At that time, the decentralization of the key industries should be implemented. This decentralized Proutistic model is the only permanent solution of the current economic crisis. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tanushri. That was really informative, and this was one of the topics which really need to be highlighted in today's world, because as we can see that there is extreme poverty in the nation in some of the places, like in Odisha and other places, and somehow we are unable to channelize the whole system in a way so that these problems uh, could be solved or resolved in a way, and we might have to change our ways of working or something, so to make sure that this whole structure works in a very improvised version, or I can say in a better way. So thank you so much, Tanushri. It was really great. Moving to our next participant, we have Shreya Kumari Singh.
Can I start now?
Yes, please, Shreya.
नमस्कार, माननीय अतिथि महोदय एवं सभा में उपस्थित सभी सदस्यों का हार्दिक स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन। मेरा नाम श्रेया कुमारी सिंह है और मैं हिलटॉप स्कूल की 9वीं कक्षा की छात्रा हूँ। आज मैं आप सभी के समक्ष प्रस्तुत विषय नारी शोषण एवं उसके निवारण पर अपने विचार व्यक्त करने के लिए यहाँ पर उपस्थित हुई हूँ। हिंसा हो रही उस नारी की जो हम सबको ही जनती है, मर्यादा की बात बताकर मत ड्योढ़ी में बंद करो, कत्ल करो उस रावण का, घटना हरने की होती है। तस्वीर अब भारत की देखो, सब बदली बदली सी लगती है। जीने का अधिकार उसे है, अधिकारों के संगम में अधिकार छीनते हैं जब उससे, तब दुर्गा माँ वह बनती है। तस्वीर अब भारत की देखो, सब बदली बदली सी लगती है। नर समझे जग लीला को, नारी ही सच्ची साथी है। अधिकार उसे दे बढ़ने का, तब आगे बढ़ पाती है। तस्वीर अब भारत की देखो, सब बदली बदली सी लगती है। नर इतना अब क्रूर हुआ कि पशुता भी शर्माती है। घटना नारी की सुनकर छाती भी फट जाती है। तस्वीर अब भारत की देखो, सब बदली बदली सी लगती है। नारी ही घर की लक्ष्मी है, पर अपमानित जब होती है, लेकर मलवारे हाथों में लक्ष्मीबाई वह बनती है। तस्वीर अब भारत की देखो, सब बदली बदली सी लगती है। अधूरी मानसिकता के साथ न्यायपालक दे रहे शिक्षा, लगता नारी की नहीं बलात्कारियों की कर रहे सुरक्षा। सुरक्षा में फेल पुलिस, न्याय का लंबा चक्र, घटना पर सिर खुजाए पुलिस, रेपिस्ट करे फक्र, नेता बांटे नारी ज्ञान। 2 दिन सब चिल्लाए, फिर मौन हो जाए हिंदुस्तान, मौन हो जाए हिंदुस्तान, मौन हो जाती चीखें। तरीका बस एक बताते कि बच के रहना सीखें, बच के रहना सीखें, खौफ में रहने की डाले आदत। कानून और पुलिस ना कर सके आपकी हिफाजत, हिफाजत होगी भगवान भरोसे, जपते रहो नाम। पुलिस की भी करेगा सुरक्षा आपका राम नाम। नारी का सम्मान करो, मत भारत को बदनाम करो। अहिंसा सिखलाओ हिंसक को, जिससे यह हिंसा होती है। तस्वीर अब भारत की देखो, सब बदली बदली सी लगती है। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, Shreya. And I would really appreciate that the way you presented the whole idea is really amazing. And I can, if I can recall, there is a very beautiful quote by PR Sarkar, and it's something that in every sphere of life, men either substantially or in a way limited the right of women and made it or maybe the ability of a woman to exercise their right. So this must be addressed, and this is not something that has happened recently. It has been happening since quite long, and this has to change if we want to make this society, this world, a better place, as well as we need to, if we need to develop at a very higher space and speed, then we have to make sure that whole society works in a parallel way and within equality. So thank you so much. Let's move to our next participants. We have Anisha Kumari. Anisha?
Can I start?
Yes, please, Anisha.
Intelligence plus character should be the goal of education. Good morning, respective judges. I am Anisha Kumari from Jisko School, Kadma, Standard 6. And today I am going to deliver a speech on morality in education. So let's go for it. The development of morality is an important aspect of formation of good character. Today, this deterioration of morality in society, the moral aspect has been neglected, not only in the social level, but at the national level also. In the educational programs, only mental development have been emphasized. In the modern age, the aim of education is all-round development of personality. In the present educational system, provision has been made for only intellectual education. For a successful life, such human qualities such as sympathy, cooperation, mercy, compassion, love, truth, and sincerity have been ignored. The development of such human qualities, along with intellectual development, should be the aim of moral education. Character is very important in life. Nothing is lost when wealth is lost. Something is lost when health is lost, but everything lost when character is lost. Thus, character development is an important aspect of personality. Character is related to morality. The definition of a man of character is very wide. A man of character feelings which are human and are directed towards good and happiness of others, such a personality can be developed by moral education. Good behavior is a significant part and powerful medium of moral education. The practical aspect of the teaching of good manner is very gradual. It begins with the first stage of the development of life. Being initiative by nature, children can learn good manner from their family. Teachers should also behave good from their students so that if students will see their teachers behaving nicely by them, then they will also improve their behaviors and manners. Education is the best weapon which we can use to change the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anisha. And it was really great to know some points and basically the importance that has been neglected on morality. So let's move to our next participants. Our next participant is Ankita De.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, hi, Ankita, please.
So I would like to start with a quote. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "To educate a man in mind and not in morals is to educate a menace to society." Education is only complete when it leads to the all-round development of the individual, which encompasses not only mental but also moral development. Moral education influences the social thinking of an individual and makes him or her distinguish between what is right and what is wrong. Life is hard and filled with pain, sorrow, and suffering without anyone lifting a finger. Without these moral values, you will experience the harshness of life at a degree higher than most people do. Moral education, in a way, enables us to maintain a clear conscience. Like when someone is cheating in an exam, that they'll get this guilt feeling of what they're doing is wrong. What is this guilt feeling? And why some don't cheat and some do? That is because their conscience is telling them that what they are doing is wrong. And this awareness comes from, that's right, moral education. I would like to narrate a short story. There was this child. Once his friend had brought a really shiny pencil to school. And that child really wanted that pencil. So when no one was looking, he simply took that pencil and brought it back home. He showed his mother saying that, "Ma, look, I got this really shiny pencil from my friend." His mother knew that he had stolen it, but didn't say anything because it was not much of a deal. Slowly, he started stealing many things. When he grew up, he started robbing banks. He got arrested, and when his mother came to see him in the jail, he shouted at him saying that, "Ma, why did you stop me when I was a child? That stealing is bad." Children are like pots. We have to give them a good shape so that when they grow up and when they harden, there is no way to turn back. So what the shape was then is going to be now too. Moral education is becoming more of an optional subject. Children don't give much importance to it because they don't have exams or tests on it. But morality is a big exam, an exam that life takes. And if you fail in it, well, you're doomed. One universal truth I would like to state is that however academically achieved you are, if you lack in morality, you will be facing the consequences. In this world, the socio-cultural changes like from joint family to nuclear family, excessive competition, parental pressure, misuse of information technology, negative impact of media, consumerism, globalism are putting immense pressure on children, families, and schools, leading to distortion of values. Each and every person is living in fear of these immoral beings. Me as a girl child is living in awful fear that whenever I'm going to go alone at night, something bad is going to happen to me. I can't even go to the nearest store alone. My family won't let me. I have to be guided by a man because of these immoral beings. Why should I be afraid? I haven't done anything wrong. So we need to teach the people, especially the children, so that when they make the future, it's going to be a world free of fear. Thus, moral education should be an integral part of school and college curriculum. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ankita. And a very key point I found that very small things matter. If we don't stop a kid when he's small, then eventually that those things will have a very big quantum of things when with the time. So let's move to our next participant. We have uh, uh, I guess we have now Ashi Devnath. Devnath, can you hear me?
Namaskar.
Yeah. Namaskar.
Respected judges, kindly acknowledge my presentation. My name is Oishi Devnath and I read in class 7. I am going to represent on the topic Women Exploitation and Solution. Women in India have to face a lot of issues. They have to go through gender discrimination, harassment, sexual abuse, lack of education, dowry-related harassment, gender pay gap, and much more. We must all come together as one to fight these issues faced by women in India. There must be made more stringent laws against against women. They must be made more implemented properly to ensure everyone takes them seriously. Furthermore, opportunities must be provided equally for men and women. In every field, we must encourage women to give their best. It does not matter whether it is the medical field or sports field. Opportunities must be equal. Moreover, education must be stressed upon gravely. It must be made a compulsion to educate every girl and woman for a better future. We must join hands to protect and safeguard our women in India. It will help us thrive as a country and make the world a better place. Therefore, each one of us must be ready to treat women as equal counterparts. We must help them at every stage, and more than that, they empower them to make their own decisions. After that, these issues can be eliminated so women need not face discrimination in the name of gender. We must come together to empower women. They must be given equal educational opportunities. Furthermore, they must be paid equally. Moreover, laws must be made more stringent for crimes against women. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashit Devnath, and that was really amazing to hear all that. I have a request to all the participants, all the people who have joined this meeting. Kindly switch on your camera so that we are currently live on Facebook. So uh, kindly switch on your camera so that everyone can see. Now, moving forward to our next participants. Next participant, we have Disha Kumari.
Sir, it is Diksha.
Diksha, I'm really sorry, Diksha. Yeah, please.
कच्ची मिट्टी के घड़े सोच समझ कर ढाल उत्तम बचपन जो गढ़े नातिक होगा घर। सुप्रभात, मैं दीक्षा कुमारी शिक्षा निकेतन स्कूल की प्रतिभागी हूँ। शिक्षा में नैतिकता का महत्व। बच्चा बड़ा होकर देश का नाम ऊंचा करेगा। बच्चा बड़ा होकर देश का नाम ऊंचा करेगा, नैतिक मूल्य समझकर ही देश प्रगति करेगा। न दुश्मनी होगी, न भेदभाव होगा, यही हमारे देश का भविष्य होगा। न चोरी होगी, न दुष्कर्म होगा, सभी एकदम ईमानदार होंगे, बड़े बुजुर्गों की इज्जत होगी, सत्य और ईमानदारी हमेशा व्याप्त होगी। हर जगह ज्ञान की ही बात होगी, हर जगह ज्ञान की ही बात होगी, सभी जगह नैतिकता व्याप्त होगी। हमारे देश में नैतिकता ही नैतिकता झलकती रहे, हमारा देश हमेशा प्रगति करते रहे। अंधकार को दूर कर जो प्रकाश फैला दे, अंधकार को दूर कर जो प्रकाश फैला दे, बुझी हुई आस में विश्वास जो जगा दे। जब लगे नामुमकिन कोई भी चीज, उसे मुमकिन बनाने की राह जो दिखा दे। हो जो कोई भी असभ्य, उसे सभ्यता का पाठ पढ़ा दे। अज्ञानी के मन में जो ज्ञान का दीप जला दे, दुर्गम मार्ग को सरल जो बनाए, चकाचौंध व वास्तविकता में अंतर जो दिखाए। जो ना होगा शिक्षित समाज हमारा, मुश्किल हो जाएगा सबका गुजारा। इंसानियत और पशुता के बीच का अंतर है शिक्षा, शांति, सुकून और खुशियों का जंतर है शिक्षा। भेदभाव, छुआछूत और अंधविश्वास दूर भगाने का मंत्र है शिक्षा। जहां भी जली शिक्षा की चिंगारी, नकारात्मकता वहां से हारी। जिस समाज में हो शिक्षित सभी नर नारी, सफलता समृद्धि खुद बने उनके पुजारी। इसलिए आओ शिक्षा का महत्व समझे हम। आओ पूरे मानव समाज को नैतिकता से भरे हम। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, Diksha. And very important thing that if we change the education, we change the human race. It is a very important point we need to understand that agar education mein hum change layenge, then only the whole society will change, the things will change. So let's move to our next participant. We have Ruvika Sati.
Namaskar. My name is Dravika Sati. Today, I will share my views on the importance of morality in education. First, we need to understand the aim of education. Education is that which liberates. As said by Shri Shriyanand Murthy ji, Sa Vidya Yav Mukti. And this can be only done when there is a development of child's potentiality in all three spheres of existence: physical, mental, and spiritual, with strong moral values. The present day education system is devoid of true moral education. It mainly focuses on intellectual development. The present education system is information and skills centric, but morality is one of the important qualities of a human existence. Morality builds the foundation of human life, and childhood is the best time to learn morality. Children's moral domain needs to be developed through regular practice of morality, and it can be best taught through primary curriculum. The mature moral orientation in childhood initiates the development of moral structure. Moral structure guides children to take mature moral decisions. Morality, influence. Moral education is a basic need in modern times, where one is fast witnessing a degeneration of moral values. True morality is guided by conscience, and it is possible to be developed in early childhood. Children developed a desire to do what is right, to act for common good, and to avoid wrong, which can be considered as the foundation of the development of conscience. Conscience guides children when they make a moral decision. It is to act as an internal cover over individuals' behavior. To build universal moral values and a truly harmonious and cooperative human society, Shri Shriyanand Murthy ji has propounded new humanist education. It integrates spiritual, psychosocial, and environmental perspectives. Intellect, liberation of intellect, and awakened conscience are the basic aspects of new humanist education. Shishyanand Murthy ji has defined the word education beautifully to express the goals that education should ideally fulfill. Education stands for E, enlargement of mind. D stands for DESMAP, and DESMAP is discipline, etiquette, smartness, morality, English, and pronunciation. U stands for universal outlook. C stands for character. A stands for active habits. T stands for trustworthiness. I stands for ideation on the supreme. O stands for omniscient grace. And N stands for nice temperament. There are 8 broad dimensions of morality, and these are physical, emotional, harmony with others, harmony with self, rational, interpersonal, social, and spiritual. These dimensions are divided into two broad concepts as yama and niyama. As per Shri Shyanand Murthy ji, the mind of a child is best reciprocal for morality. Morality gives a sense of universalism, a pervasive of love, and compassion for all creations. The future depends upon the moral values conveyed to children during their student life. They will become politicians, businessmen, engineers, doctors, scientists, etc., and hold important positions. Moral lesson needs to be properly implemented to all students in the school. In the end, I would like to say that morality is a living force, the practice of which can lead human beings towards the ultimate truth. Morality is not the goal of life, it's the base of life and the only sure foundation on which a human being can construct a genuine and fulfilling human existence. Therefore, morality is an integral part of education. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Dhruvika, and that was really informative. The way you told us about the dimension of morality, and it was really informative. Let's move to our next participant. We have Pragya.
Namaskar. My name is Pragya, living in Delhi and studying in class 6. Today, I am giving speech on morality in education. The greatest ever philosopher, thinker, spiritual guru, and whatnot. Sri Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar says, education is that which liberates the mind. Education should free the mind, not enslave it. It should empower children to be what they ultimately want to be themselves. Let me clarify it here. When he talks of liberation, it does not mean individual liberation only. It equally means liberation of human society as well. Mr. Sarkar went further and talked of neo-humanism. Neo-humanism cares not only for human beings but for the entire universe. It cares for animate and inanimate being both. In nutshell, education is something that must reach to beyond self and self. This beyond self part necessitates morality in education. For a hermit who has gone to deep forest or to the Himalayas for penance-seeking salvation, morality does not matter. The moment one realizes that a unit is just part of a whole, morality creeps in and it becomes much more important than physical part of education. Sri Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar explains education as an acronym in which morality is an important ingredient. I would be finishing with a Hindi poem that summarizes the relation of education and morality. संचय के प्रवाह से अरूप ने लिया रूप, जड़ से चेतन, चेतन से मानव, मानव में कोई भूप, संचर की गति मानव तक सीमित, आगे प्रति संचर असीमित, संचर ब्रह्मी भाव से चलता, प्रति संचय में मनुष्य का विवेक का मिलता, विवेक में हो ब्रह्मी भाव का मिश्रण, जब शिक्षा नैतिकता हो इसका मिलन, शिक्षा से होता व्यष्टि विकसित, नैतिकता से हो समष्टि निर्मित, शिक्षा का लक्ष्य हो तभी साकार जब नैतिकता हो इसका आधार. धन्यवाद. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pragya, and it was really amazing, the content as well as the poem, and the way you told us about the liberation. If we talk about liberation, it's not just the individual, it is the liberation as a whole, in a society level. So let's move to our next participant. We have Jiti Advika. Jiti?
Namaskar. My name is Jeeti and I study in Standard 8. I'm happy to be participating in the poetry writing competition organized by PROUT TV As we all know, the topic that has been provided is importance of morality in education. Here's how I have given words and a tune to this empowering thought, with the grace of my Guru, Sri Sri Anandamurti Ji. Hope you all like it. Help others free the mind, expand the heart. You've played your part, you've played your part. Let children grow with family, past different ideals of right and wrong. Bestow them with challenges strong, for to studies will only take them so far, unless their morals were to be brought at par. For life didn't look at wealth of knowledge people did. It looked for seekers and learners deep within. It's one thing to know your lines by heart, another to know their role and part. The dedication to its gaining knowledge, referred to as study, surely acknowledged, is required till it instills devotion. To know life isn't about notions. To love and learn, not envy and scorn. To help and earn, not count the medals won. Not count the medals won. Not count the medals won. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Jiti. That was really amazing. So let's move to our next participants. We have now Akhilesh Kumar. Akhilesh?
हरिओम, मैं अखिलेश कुमार त्रिपाठी विद्यार्थी विद्या भारती चन्ना विद्यालय का कक्षा 6ठी का छात्र हूँ। मैं यहाँ विषय शिक्षा में नैतिकता का महत्व में कुछ अपने बातें साझा करूंगा। किसी ने सही कहा है, अगर इंसान शिक्षा से पहले संस्कार, व्यापार से पहले व्यवहार और भगवान से पहले माता पिता को पहचान ले तो जिंदगी में कभी कोई कठिनाई नहीं आएगी। समाज में व्यक्ति दो चीजों से पहचाना जाता है, पहली उसकी ज्ञान और दूसरा उसका नैतिक व्यवहार। यह दो व्यक्ति के सर्वांगीण विकास के लिए यह दोनों अति आवश्यक है। अगर ज्ञान सफलता की चाबी है, अगर ज्ञान सफलता की चाबी है तो नैतिकता सफलता की सीढ़ी है। नैतिकता ही वह गुण है जो बच्चों को सामाजिक प्राणी बनने में मदद करता है। इसलिए हर बच्चे को नैतिक शिक्षा जरूर पढ़ाना चाहिए। इसके लिए सबसे पहले हमें नैतिक शिक्षा की अर्थ को समझना होगा। नैतिक शिक्षा का अर्थ उस शिक्षा से है जो बच्चों में नैतिकता के गुणों का विकास करती है, बच्चों को संस्कारों से जोड़ती है। दूसरे शब्दों में कहें तो नैतिक शिक्षा समाज व समूह की रीतियों का कार्य करने के तरीकों को पालन करना सिखाती है। जैसे हम अपने माता पिता के साथ कैसे व्यवहार करते हैं, गुरु के साथ कैसे व्यवहार करते हैं, परिवार के साथ कैसे करते हैं हम लोग व्यवहार, कैसे नैतिकता है हमारी परिवार के साथ, गांव के साथ, देश के साथ, विश्व के साथ हमारी नैतिकता कैसी है। आखिर अंत में मैं अपनी बात कुछ इस तरह से प्रकट करना चाहता हूँ। बच्चे नैतिक बन गए, सफल हो जाएं आप। बच्चे नैतिक बन गए, सफल हो जाएं आप। मिट जाएंगे आपके जीवन के अभिशाप। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, Akhilesh. That was really amazing. Let's move to our next participant. We have Sonal Kumari.
Hello, welcome chief guest and viewers. I am Sonal Kumari of 8th standard from Pragati Saraswati Shishu Vidya Mandir, Birsa Nagar. I am here today to present my views on burning issue importance of morality and education. Moral education means an ethical education to follow the good and right principles of life. It consists of some basic principles like truthfulness, honesty, charity, hospitality, tolerance, love, kindness, and sympathy. Moral education makes one perfect. Education is not aimed at obtaining only a degree. Moral education can be learned at home, school, and college. The scope for imparting moral teaching to the children is greater at home than in school or college because greater part of time is spent at home. Moral education can be imparted in a better way by examples and not by precepts. Our grown-ups often forget this golden rule and advise the younger to pursue the good and right principles while they behave just opposite in their real life. This is a kind of hypocrisy. It should not be forgotten that no deception on the part of our grown-ups go unnoticed by their children because children are good observers. Moral values are the principles of good and evil, which shows a person's behavior and judgment. A person may impart moral value from society and government, religion or self. They are derived their family as well. Moral values can be adjusted to some extent if they become a cause pressure. Teens these days more inclined towards seeking happiness rather than esteeming moral value. This may be attributed to the growing influence of Western culture. Moral values, a person without good values is considered to hold a disagreeable character, and a society will judging the person according to her behavior. The competitive world of ours has made every mean and unethical activities like dishonesty, telling lies for your benefit, and even many worse things should be avoided. Thank you.
Amazing, Sonal. Uh, that was really great. Uh, let's move to our next participant. We have Aditi. Aditi? Aditi Pandey, can you hear me? I guess,
Namaskar.
yes.
So can I start?
Yes, please, Aditi.
नमस्कार, मैं अदिति शिक्षा निकेतन स्कूल की पंचम ब की छात्रा हूँ। आज मैं आप सभी के समक्ष एक भाषण प्रस्तुत करने जा रही हूँ जिसका शीर्षक है शिक्षा में नैतिकता का महत्व। शिक्षा मनुष्य के जीवन में बहुत आवश्यक है। सब पर दया करना, कभी झूठ नहीं बोलना, बड़ों का आदर करना, दुर्बलों को तंग न करना, चोरी न करना, हत्या जैसा कार्य न करना, सबको अपने समान समझते हुए उनसे प्रेम करना आदि नैतिक शिक्षा या नैतिक मूल्य कहलाते हैं। नैतिकता से अभिप्राय है आचरण की शुद्धता, आदर्श मानवीय मूल्यों को अपनाना, सत्य, अहिंसा, प्रेम, सौहार्द, बड़ों का सम्मान, अनुशासन, दुर्बलों एवं दीनहीनों पर दया तथा परोपकार करना हमारा नैतिकता का वर्ण है। सभी प्राणियों में ईश्वर का नूर देखना, न्याय पथ पर चलना, शिष्टाचार का पालन करना कुछ ऐसे मूल्य हैं जिनका वर्णन हमें प्रत्येक धर्म ग्रंथ से मिलता है। अहिंसा का पालन करना, रोगियों, असहायों व अपाहिजों की सहायता करना हमारा नैतिक कर्तव्य है।
अगर आप शिक्षा प्राप्त करके एक ऊंचे पद पर हैं और अनुचित कार्य करते हैं तो आपकी शिक्षा का कोई मूल्य नहीं रह जाता। इसलिए हमें हमेशा नैतिकता के पथ पर चलना चाहिए और अहिंसा को अपने जीवन में सही रूप देना चाहिए। नैतिक मूल्य आन है, यह मनुष्यता की पहचान है। नैतिक मूल्यों पर करो विचार, इसमें है जीवन की खुशी। आपका धन्यवाद। आपका दिन मंगलमय।
Thank that was really amazing. Let's move to our participant. We have Abhinav. Am I audible?
Yes. Good morning. I am Abhinav Goswami of Standard 8 from Hilltop School, and I am here to deliver a speech on importance of morality in education. Moral education means an ethical education that helps choose the right path in life. It comprises some of the basic principles such as truthfulness, tolerance, love, kindness, honesty, charity, and sympathy. Moral education makes one perfect. To become divine, man must give up suspicion, jealousy, conceit, and learn to work unitedly for the common good. Courage, faith in oneself, patience, and steady work, according to Swami Vivekananda, are the way to success. He said that patience, purity, and perseverance can overcome all obstacles. Having moral values and learning is just having a strong root for the body. Having healthy root helps in having healthy leaves and healthy branches. A famous quote says, if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. But if character is lost, everything is lost. This is the reason why schools have introduced a subject called moral science so that moral teachings can be disseminated among the modern children. Inculcating a sound moral base is becoming a tougher challenge day by day. Universal moral values form the basis of an emotionally balanced, a truly harmonious, and cooperative human society. New humanist education employs a comprehensive approach for imparting these values throughout all phases of school life and curriculum. The classrooms become moral communities in which the teacher serves as a role model, caregiver, and a mentor. Students deepen their own moral understanding through self reflection, study, discussion, conflict resolution, cooperative learning, and community service. This constant nurturing of moral values helps in facing the moral challenges of today's society. Students grow into exemplary human beings who both respect and take responsibilities of their parents. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abhinav. That was really great and amazing and amazing. It's like everybody gave their amazing effort, and it was really an unbelievable work. Uh, we have come to the point now. We have heard from all the participants. Now let's move to our guest, and let's see what we can have from our guest. I'll request Ariba ma'am, please kindly give a few words on all this, that how it was.
Yes, thank you so much. Uh, See, everybody has done so well. It is really, as you said, it's an amazing performance. Everybody has taken effort to put their points properly. But when we talk about, when we focus on a topic, we need to cover many points, isn't it? We have to see that not only we have to speak well, we have to module our voice properly with the proper intonation, and then expression matters a lot, as well as content too should also be focused. Now, everybody has said very well. I really appreciate the effort of the participants. But when we speak something, we should, as said by Maya Angelou, that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. So that is very, very important, that when you speak something, that should be felt by the audience, by the others. Okay. And so from that perspective, I will say everybody has done well, but take much effort to make others feel for you. And even William Wordsworth, the greatest poet, as you know, he is from 15th century. So what he said, that poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. So as we know poetry, so we have to focus on our expression of our emotions. That is very, very important. And if it is about morality, we need to speak on morality specifically. It's not only that in general, the word term moral has, it gives us wide meaning. Okay, so many candidates are said that about morality, but what exactly it is, we have to focus on certain points that which really means made me proud. When I listened, I really get mesmerized by the words taken by them. What are those words? The acronym of education. So E for enlargement of mind, the way it has been described, everything. And it's and they have spoken about Jama and Niyama. And now what exactly Jama and Niyama? Let us talk more about that, so that everybody can come to know what are the moral values should be inculcated. Okay, and what should be presented before everyone. But from everybody has done well, nothing to say more about it. Okay, I appreciate your effort, the way you have presented your speech. Really, it is really mesmerizing. It's very amazing and quite attractive, the way you have presented. Thank you so much, and I'm proud to be here. Thank you, Sri Shanandamurtiji's vision. Thank you, Piyush sir. Really, it is a very good performances, and I'm proud to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Abhiraji. Thank you so much. I
Abira,
would
Abira ji.
request Abhiraji.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I have this tongue pay problem. That's why I'm unable to pronounce it properly. But extremely sorry for that. Please, Liliji, kindly give your kind words.
हाँ हाँ पीयूष जी, थैंक यू अबीरा जी, आपका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। दरअसल अबीरा जी ने जो कहा बहुत सही कहा, उन्हीं बातों को थोड़ा सा मैं अलग ढंग से कहूंगा। पहले तो सभी बच्चों, आप लोगों ने बहुत अच्छा किया है, एक से बढ़कर एक। आप सबने, आप लोग छोटे छोटे बच्चे हो, 8th से बड़ा तो कोई है ही नहीं, शायद सबसे सीनियर यहाँ 8th क्लास के ही स्टूडेंट्स हैं या उससे भी कोई सीनियर है? अच्छा, पता नहीं, चूंकि हम लोग अलग अलग ही हैं। और ऑनलाइन में आप लोगों का कॉन्फिडेंस देखकर बहुत अच्छा लगा। ऑनलाइन कल्चर में इस तरह का काम हो रहा है, उसके लिए तो पहले तो प्राउड टीवी को भी बहुत बहुत मुबारक। आप लोगों के साथ साथ आपके जो टीचर्स और आपके जो पेरेंट्स हैं, जिन्होंने डेफिनेटली आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा गाइड किया होगा, थोड़ा सा बताया होगा, वो लोग भी धन्यवाद के पात्र हैं। और सबसे अच्छी बात है कि आप सबकी मेमोरी बहुत अच्छी है। किसी ने कोई बहुत ज्यादा फंबल नहीं किया, हेजिटेट नहीं हुए, और जनरल लेवल पे सबका कॉन्फिडेंस बहुत अच्छा था। ये अपने आप में तारीफ करने लायक बात है, और आप लोग एक अलग ही स्कूल में हो। उसके अलावा अगर अब हम थोड़ी सी क्रिटिकली बात करें कि आपने जिस तरह से अपने टॉपिक्स को प्रेजेंट करने की कोशिश की, जिन लोगों ने कविताओं का सहारा लिया, उन्होंने कविताएं बहुत अच्छी पढ़ी। जैसे तान्या ने कविता से अपनी बात कही थी, बहुत अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन था आपका। उसके अलावा भी कुछ बच्चों ने कविता के जरिए, जिन्होंने कविता के जरिए बात कही, बहुत अच्छा लगा। पर चूंकि हमारा मुख्य विषय नैतिकता, शिक्षा में नैतिकता था, तो बहुत कम, आप लोगों में से बहुत कम थे जो टॉपिक की गहराई को छू पाए। उसमें मैं एक नाम लूंगा, अदिति पांडे और अभिनव। इन लोगों ने नैतिकता की जो थोड़ी सी डिटेल्स हैं उसकी चर्चा की। तो मैं एक राय दूंगा, एक सुझाव दूंगा आप सभी को कि आप लोग अपने ढंग से नैतिकता को कैसे समझे हो, पहले उसको थोड़ा सा थ्योरेटिकल वे में जो यम और नियम के जरिए बात होती है, फिर अपने जीवन में अगर हम साधारण सी बात कहें कि अचौर्य, अचौर्य यानी चोरी न करना, और आपको अपने जीवन से एग्जाम्पल देके बोलना होगा कि पहले मैं इस तरह की छोटी छोटी चोरियां करती थी। मान लो खाना ही चुरा के खा लिया, मान लो अपने भाई के से बिना पूछे उसकी कोई चीज ले ली, और फिर जब मैंने अपने जीवन में नैतिकता का पालन करना शुरू किया तो मैंने ये जो चोरी की वृत्ति है इस पर थोड़ा नियंत्रण पाया और मुझे अंदर से अच्छा लगा और एक नैतिक बल का एहसास हुआ। इस तरह के एग्जाम्पल देके आप अपने जीवन में जो आपने नैतिकता का पालन किया है ना, जब तक आप उसको नहीं कहोगे, पहले तो जब तक आप उसको करोगे नहीं तब तक आप उसको कह नहीं पाओगे। तो इसीलिए नैतिकता की जो शिक्षा है, वाकई आप लोगों ने नैतिकता की शिक्षा के बारे में जो कहा वो बहुत अच्छा कहा, लेकिन उसका जो प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन है, जब तक वो आप नहीं मानोगे, जब तक वो आप नहीं अपने अनुभव में लाओगे, फिर उसको शेयर करोगे, तब तक देखने और सुनने वालों के मन पर उसका गहरा असर नहीं होगा। साधारण सी बात है, झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए, ये नैतिकता के सिद्धांत में आता है। लेकिन आप देखते हैं कि हम बच्चे, अभी तो बड़े भी, पूरी दुनिया भी झूठ से ही चलती है। और जो अगर माँ बाप और टीचर अगर जीवन में झूठ बोलते हैं तो वो बच्चों को कैसे सिखा सकते हैं कि झूठ बोलना गलत है। तो जिन बच्चों ने ये सीखा है कि हमें झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए, तो उन्हें एग्जाम्पल देना चाहिए कि कैसे हम झूठ नहीं बोलते हैं और कैसे विकट परिस्थिति में अगर हमें मुश्किल का भी सामना करना पड़े तो कैसे हम सच बोलकर उस विकट परिस्थिति का सामना करते हैं और झूठ नहीं बोलते हैं। किताबों में तो लिखा ही है झूठ बोलना पाप है, झूठ बोलना पाप है, लेकिन झूठ नहीं बोलना अपने आप में कितनी बड़ी बात है, ये हम जैसे लोग भी रियलाइज करते हैं कि जिंदगी में सच के सहारे चलना कितना मुश्किल हो जाता है। तो आप बच्चों के साथ भी ये बात है। तो कहना ये चाहता हूं, मेरी बात का सारांश ये है कि जिस विषय पे आप बोल रहे हो उस विषय को थोड़ा सा और प्रैक्टिकल ढंग से जोड़ो अपने ही जीवन से। जो आपका अपना जीवन है उसमें भी तो नैतिकता कहीं ना कहीं आती है, आचरण कहीं ना कहीं आता है, व्यवहार कहीं ना कहीं आती है, सत्य, अहिंसा, इन सब का। मान लीजिए अहिंसा के बारे में आपको कहना चाहिए कुछ। छोटे छोटे बच्चे तो कभी कभी बहुत क्रूर होते हैं। क्रूर कैसे होते हैं? अर्थवर्म को काट देते हैं, छोटे छोटे पक्षियों को मार देते हैं, कुत्ते के ऊपर पत्थर चला देते हैं, ऐसा करते हैं ना, या दूसरे बच्चे को पिटाई हो जाती है। तो जब आपने अपने जीवन में नैतिकता को अपनाना शुरू किया तो देखा कि हिंसा हमारे जीवन में कितनी ज्यादा है, फिर कैसे हमने अहिंसा का पालन किया, फिर साथ ही साथ हिंसा और अहिंसा के बीच में डिफरेंस क्या है उसको हमने कैसे समझा। अगर हमने दूसरे से झगड़ा करना बंद किया, लेकिन अगर कोई गुंडा हमारे घर में आके झगड़ा करता है तो कैसे हमें भी उसका मुकाबला करना है, ये भी अहिंसा में ही आता है, ये भी नैतिकता में ही आता है। अपने घर की रक्षा करना, अपने माँ बहन के, बेटी या दोस्त की इज्जत की रक्षा करना, उसके लिए भी हिंसा का प्रयोग करना पड़ता है, तो वो हिंसा का काम नहीं है। इस तरह से बारीकी से नैतिकता के बारे में आपको खुद भी समझना होगा, और जब इस तरह के विचार प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं तब उसमें और डिटेल से जब आप कहेंगे तब देखने सुनने वालों पर उसका भारी असर पड़ेगा। तो बाकी बहुत अच्छा रहा है, मुझे खुशी हुई, मैं भी मंत्रमुग्ध सा सुन रहा था, देख रहा था। तो आप सबको एक अच्छे भविष्य की कामना करता हूँ कि आप लोग नैतिकवान बने। ये बहुत अच्छी बात है कि आपके अंदर, बहुत कम स्कूल्स हैं जहाँ नैतिकता के ऊपर शिक्षा दी जाती है, क्योंकि जनरली जो स्कूल्स चारों तरफ है हमारे, वहां पे यही शिक्षा मिलती है कि किस तरह से बड़ा बड़ा पैसा कमाए, किस तरह से हम बड़े आदमी बने, किस तरह से हम बहुत जल्द फेमस और नामचीन आदमी बने और हमारा नाम अखबारों में आए, हमारा नाम टीवी में आए। इसी तरह की दौड़ में सारे स्कूल्स और सारे स्कूल के टीचर्स भी लगे हुए हैं। लेकिन भाग्यशाली है वो स्कूल, भाग्यशाली है वो बच्चे जहाँ नैतिकता की शिक्षा पढ़ाई जाती है। और मैं तो कहूंगा कि लंबे समय के लिए नैतिकता की शिक्षा का आधार छोटी उम्र में जब आ जाए तो वो बच्चा, वो बच्ची, वो लड़का या लड़की लंबे समय के लिए मजबूत हो जाता है, क्योंकि नैतिकता आपके पास एक ऐसी ताकत है जो आपको बड़े से बड़े मुसीबत में मदद देगी और गाइड करने में मदद देगी। आप हर बार जब आप बड़े होंगे तो आपके सामने बहुत सारी चुनौतियां आएंगी, आपके सामने फैसले करने होंगे कि इसको चुनूं या उसको चुनूं, पर आपके सामने जब नैतिकता का गाइडलाइन होगा, नैतिकता का नक्शा आपके सामने होगा, तो अब आसानी से क्या करना है और क्या नहीं करना है, किसका साथ देना है, किसका साथ नहीं देना है, इस पथ पर चलना है या उस पथ पर चलना है, ये जो आपके अंदर जब जब द्वंद आएगा, तो नैतिकता की टॉर्च आपको उस द्वंद में अच्छे से सहायता करेगी। इसीलिए आप अपने जीवन में भी नैतिक मूल्यों को अपनाएं, सत्य, अहिंसा, अस्तेय, अपरिग्रह, ब्रह्मचर्य, इसका पालन करें, शौच, संतोष, तपस, स्वाध्याय, ईश्वर प्रणिधान, इसको अपने जीवन में उतारें और अंदर से मजबूत बने। तब आप देखेंगे बड़ी से बड़ी ताकत भी, बड़ी से बड़ी राक्षसी ताकत भी आपका कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ेगी। हो सकता है जब आप बड़े हो आपके पास पैसा कम हो, लेकिन आपके पास अंदर की ताकत ज्यादा होगी। ईश्वर प्रणिधान को जब आप फॉलो करोगे तो आप पाओगे कि आपके पास इंटरनल पावर बहुत ज्यादा है उस व्यक्ति के मुकाबले जिसके पास बेशक ज्यादा पैसा है, लेकिन उसके पास अंदर से खोखला है। तो अंदरूनी ताकत ज्यादा बड़ी ताकत है। तो पहले वो नैतिकता से ही आती है, फिर धर्म साधना से आती है। तो मेरी शुभकामनाएं आपके साथ। पोस्ट दीपावली के अवसर पर यह कार्यक्रम के दौरान मैं आपसे ये, आप सब लोगों को ये आशीर्वाद देना चाहूंगा कि आप सब लोग अपने जीवन में सफल हो, फिजिकल, मेंटल, स्पिरिचुअल तीनों एरिया में बहुत अच्छा करें, अपने माँ बाप का भी नाम ऊंचा करें, अच्छा काम करें, अच्छी पढ़ाई लिखाई करें, अच्छी शिक्षा अर्जित करें, पैसे ठीक ठाक कमाएं, लेकिन नैतिकवान बने और एक अच्छे साधक बने। ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को भी मेरी तरफ से शुभकामनाएं और मेरा ढेर सारा प्यार। आप सबको बहुत बहुत नमस्कार।
थैंक यू सर।
Thank you so much, Lalit ji. So let's move to our next. We have देवाशीष जी, जो प्राउड टीवी के साइट से हैं। देवाशीष जी, हेलो, क्या आप मुझसे सुन सकते हैं? I will request देवाशीष जी, kindly speak some few words.
Obviously. नमस्कार आदरणीय ललित जी और सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स और सभी प्राउड के मेंबर्स को मेरी तरफ से नमस्कार। मैंने अपना अनुभव से 2-4 बात बोलूंगा, आप लोग थोड़ा लीजिएगा, हो सकता है आप लोग का हृदय में ये बात आ जाए। इसमें सबसे पहली बात है शिक्षा। शिक्षा को हम 2 तरीका से देख सकते हैं। एक शिक्षा, एक कंप्लीट शिक्षा। देखिए, शिक्षा हम लोग किताब पढ़ के जो हम लोग एग्जाम्स देते हैं, पास कर गए हैं, बढ़िया नौकरी मिल गया, इसमें हमारा कंप्लीट शिक्षा नहीं होता है। कंप्लीट शिक्षा कब होता है? जब नैतिकता उसका साथ रहता है, तब एक मनुष्य को कंप्लीट शिक्षा होता है। ये इसके लिए कोई अलग से सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिलता है। तो हमें क्या करना है, हम को इस नैतिक शिक्षा के लिए एक गुड परिवार, बढ़िया परिवार का दरकार है। तो हम लोग एक प्राउड के परिवार है जो सभी बच्चों को ये नैतिकता का डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ बातें जो बच्चों बता रहे हैं, सभी को वो चीज सुनना चाहिए। और ललित जी जो ने कहा, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट बात बताए कि अपने अंदर उस नैतिकता को बरकरार करना। और इसके साथ हम ये बताएंगे, ओनली किताबी पढ़ाई करने से ही एक नैतिकता नहीं आता है। नैतिकता के लिए आप लोग को बाहर में भी स्पिरिचुअली बहुत सारा चीज है जिसको आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा और देखना पड़ेगा, अनुभव करना पड़ेगा। रास्ता से चलते हुए हर एक जगह में ठोकर खाते हुए उस चीज को आपको शिक्षा में आएगा, एंड दैट इज योर कंप्लीट शिक्षा। तो हम चाहते हैं सभी बच्चों खाली शिक्षा में ही ना रह जाए, बढ़िया पढ़ के पास करके एक बढ़िया नौकरी मिल गया, साथ में उसका जीवन में एक शिक्षा के लिए, कंप्लीट शिक्षा के लिए नैतिकता का दरकार है। वो अपना कैरेक्टर में आप लाने का कोशिश कीजिए। बस, नमस्कार।
Thank you so much, Devashish ji. सभी गेस्ट को थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग विद अस। सभी हमारे आज के स्पीकर्स, जितने भी पार्टिसिपेंट्स थे, सबने जिसने आज पार्टिसिपेट किया, सभी को थैंक यू। आपको का पार्टिसिपेशन वाज मच नीडेड, क्योंकि इस टाइप के टॉपिक, इस टाइप की बातें होनी जरूरी है, इन चीजों पे डिस्कशन होना जरूरी है, सो दैट हम इस पूरी जो सोसाइटी है इसको एक बेटर डायरेक्शन की ओर ले जा सके। सो फाइनली रिजल्ट्स जो होंगे इस इवेंट के, वो अनाउंस कल होंगे। आपको अपडेट गूगल फॉर्म्स के थ्रू मिल जाएगा। और आज का इवेंट यहीं पे हम क्लोज करते हैं। सभी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, सभी को बहुत बहुत थैंक यू, सारे गेस्ट को, सारे जजेस को। अबीरा जी, ललित जी, आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद
थैंक
जुड़ने
यू
के लिए।
पीयूष जी।
थैंक यू सो मच।